Good shot. Shot to nothing. No, he's not got great colours, but he's gone for it and he's missed. Risky shot, and he's let Papadakis in. 2-1 in frames. Just needs this one for the win. Oh, that's a great shot. Good kiss on the red. Although it's gone pretty safe. He's on the black though, so he has some kind of control. Though, so can you see one of those reds going into the middle? No, he's gone for the red on the bottom left. Papadakis trying to overcome his defeats from JGK. Oh, that's a bad miss along that cushion. Didn't want that to happen. It was nicely on the black. No, JGK. Jim Chikakis. Will he screw back off the bottom left-hand cushion and try and create something, or is there a red there that will go into the bottom middle? And he's looking at the brown. If he's got the angle, if it's pretty straight, he can come screw back off the bottom cushion and try and go into the pack. He's done it the opposite way, tried to go over it, and it's not been successful, so end of break. First to 3. This is the winners bracket final in the World Grand Prix. The losers bracket rounds are going on also. Wim de Ruyter is playing Nikos Jaulis, and that's 1-0 to Nikos at the moment. And Mohammed will be playing Alex Jordan. Jamie Anderson waiting for the winner of Wim de Ruyter and Nikos Jaulis. Jim Chikakis found an option when Papadakis had to go into the reds with his safety shot. And is it going to be a deciding frame? 4 points in it. No difficult colours on the table, so barring any recklessness, Jim Chikakis should make a substantial break here to kill off this frame. Pink into the top middle just to move over for the yellow. Green's nicely placed. He's not got it straight enough though. He wanted to have a straight yellow there. He's going to have to go into the green and push it towards the bottom right pocket. And he's gone straight on the green, so end of break again. Have to get a nice snooker here. But it's a nice safety shot. Try and get that. Oh, that's a nice shot, but it's not a snooker. I think Papadakis can get through to that green. Well, maybe not. If he can't, it's a very good shot. Should be easy to hit, though, off the right-hand cushion. And Nikos Gerelis, I can now confirm, has won his match versus Wim de Ruyter. And he will go on to play Jamie Anderson. That's due to start at 10:15, unless they start it straight away. And this snooker is causing some problems. He's managed to get out of it now. And that's a good shot by Kikakis. Snooker's needed for Papadakis Mixon now, but didn't finish it off, Jim. Still options. Just one snooker needed. I think Papadakis will pot this brown. Now, there's options here. You can push the blue onto the top left-hand cushion and then towards the black and hold the white central as possible and try and get a snooker with the black and pink between blue and white. He's not gone for that. He's gone for the pot. It's a very strange shot because he needs snookers. Well, it's turned out rather well. A fluky snooker. I'm just asking Papa's what he was thinking about there. But Jim Chikakis couldn't respond. And actually, I shouldn't really have spoken to him at this critical moment of the frame. But he has a good chance here. Well, he needs snookers, so he shouldn't really be potting it, although he did go for that pot just then, which is confusing. And now he's... Well, perhaps he didn't it looked as though he was going for the pot. Perhaps he just meant to put the blue between the jaws, send the white to between the pink and the black. Whoa! And that was an interesting shot. Very thin cut. Now, was that a shot to nothing? And that's just the creativity that this young lad has, who's taking OSC by storm at the moment. And Papadakis has potted the blue with a thin cut. Did he mean to just put it between the jaws? Is it an advantage? I mean, it's much more difficult to get snookers with the pink and the black. Very strange set of shots. I really don't know why he potted the blue. It's just a breeze now for Jim. Just push the pink towards the pocket. And he's left himself I really want to write a message to Papadakis and ask him why he potted the blue there. But I don't want to disturb him really. Shouldn't really be commenting. Maybe I can do that after this frame. is finished. Let's have a look at any games. Nothing announced, so still waiting for and I don't know if the game. Well, let me have a look. I think Mohammed and Alex are about to start, and that's the end of that frame. And maybe I can just quickly ask Papadakis why he potted. Let's see what he comes up with. As we play the deciding frame. And I'll get back to you if he answers there, but he's not answering at the moment. So, final frame of this winners bracket final of the World Grand Prix. And hopefully we'll get a chance to see some of the other matches. But we probably will, because we have at least the what would be termed as the semi-final, which is losers bracket 5, and then the losers bracket final, which are one frame each. We should be in time for them at the very least, but maybe we'll be able to, if they're tight battles, we'll be able to see a bit of Mohammed and Alex Jordan and Anderson versus Nikos. That black over that bottom left-hand pocket may slow the frame down a little bit. As safety exchanges are made, these two players at the top of. That's a good shot to nothing by Papadakis. Oh, and he's unlucky there to make a foul, but these two players are at the top of the main championship table, main tour championship table. So it's not really a surprise they are the only two unbeaten players in this tournament and are playing in this winners bracket final. Not the end of the tournament though, this match. There's still the grand final. The winner of this will go into the grand final, and the loser will go into the losers bracket final. So there's still an opportunity for both players to get maximum points should any of them lose. Of course, one of them will lose, but good shot. But good 6 points to add to Jim Gagaki's score to make it 18-7 at the moment. Alex Jordan and Mohamed Fazi has started now. So we'll keep an eye on that. Hopefully catch the end of it. It's only first to 2, so I know Alex Jordan is a very quick player. Mohamed's not too slow either. So we'll just have to see how it pans out in terms of time. And Nikos Geroulis and Jamie Anderson, that's a fast v slower player. Nikos is quite conservative in terms of his speed, and Jamie Anderson's probably in the top 3 of fastest players, although he's only just come back, so unless he's changed his strategy, I don't think he has, just based on what I've seen so far. That's a lucky, oh yes, it was a very unfortunate or lucky shot from Jim Gigakis' point of view, because Papadakis has now snooked himself with that hit on the edge, the top middle pocket. So he's just going to have to roll up to the pack, and hopefully he doesn't leave anything, but he has. There's a red near the black spot that's available. He's just having a look around, see if he can negotiate a better shot and open those reds up a bit, but he can't. So he's going to go with this red and maybe go that round for the blue or hold for the pink. Oh, he's missed it. So he is human, is Jim. Now, good chance for Papadakis here. The awkwardness is because the black is not on its spot, and there you go. Right into the pack, and he's snookered himself. He has to nominate here in the table chat which ball is going for. And if he doesn't and takes the shot, no matter what happens, he has to play a foul to his opponent. Probably just looking around, just waiting for a number to go in the table chat at the bottom. I don't know whether you can see it on your screen. No, you probably can't. I'll just take it off. There we go. 4. He's put 4 there. So he's going for the brown, obviously. And he's missed it. Now is Gukaka's going to take this on. Looking at a thing cut on this red. And he's got it. He knows a lot. He's very acute and very wise on the table, this young lad, only 10 years old. The son of Papadakis. Also is semi-professional on the real snooker. And I'm not too sure whether he's looking to become a professional, make a living out of snooker. I mean, he's only 10 years old, so I'm pretty sure he's made a century break on real snooker table. So at 10 years old, he's on the right track, as he has definitely cemented his domination in OSC. He's the one to beat. And Papadakis and maybe Nikos and Sheon are the only ones that are trying to challenge him, but they're not doing that well. But Papadakis in the hunt for this frame and this victory here in the winners bracket final. 2-2, first to 3. Blue goes into the top right hand corner pocket. 18 breaks so far. Red into the bottom left, nicely on the black. Good angle to go into the pack if you wanted to. It can hold to go into the middle or go past them for the red into the bottom corner, which he's decided to do, but it's too close to the cushion for his liking. So, much more difficult shot. He manages to pot it, and he's now back on track. Screw back here off the bottom left hand cushion for the red. Oh no, he's gone. He's put top on it. Was he looking to go into the pack there? I don't know if he had a specific strategy for the aftermath of that shot. Oh, he's missed it. So he left himself just that slight amount of distance is all it takes to make the shot a lot more difficult and risky. And Mohamed Fawzi's just made a high break of 61. So he's taken the first frame in his match versus Alex Jordan. So that was pretty quick. As Jim Dukakis leads 56 points to 19 in this final frame decider in the winners bracket final, World Grand Prix. Minimum of a minimum of 27.5 points to the winner, and you can go for the 55-point top score in the grand final, whoever wins. Papadakis trying desperately to stay in this match and reduce that lead that Jim has created. Now he's going to go for the thin cut here. Risky shot. Can play shot to nothing now. Put the white in the bulk area. And he has. He's potted it. Good shot. Now he can play a snooker here. There is a slight angle on the brown to take him towards a good angle on that red away from the pink. But maybe a snooker might be the best option. Obviously Jim will have to hit it, and then with good fortune it might give Papadakis a better option for the next red, and that's what he's done. He's played a snooker behind the green, and Dukakis very good in all aspects of the game, so snooker shouldn't be an issue. He's missed it this time, but I'm pretty sure he'll know now where to go with his second shot. Oh, he's changing the angle. He doesn't like that. He's back to what he did before. Well, this time he hits it, but has he left it on? Well, he hasn't. That's a great shot. It's a great result from the shot. Whether he meant to do that, I wouldn't be surprised, but he's not left it on. Another snooker coming up now. Just a short hit behind the pink from Papadakis, and Papadakis has just got him trapped at the moment. Jim Dukakis gets out of that, escapes, and relatively safe. There is an option to pot this red next to the pink here for Papadakis. But it looks as though he's going for the red near the blue spot. Is he? Yeah. Oh, that's a good shot. I didn't think that was available, and it was. So now, this is a tough shot. Red into the top right-hand corner pocket and screw back. Oh, well, he's not screwed back. He's just been very safe and held the white. Just pushed the white along a bit just to create that angle for this red. Now he wants a bit of luck here. If he can pot the red. He has potted the red and he's come back beautifully for the pink or blue. Blue would be the option, or the green, to get onto the yellow. 17 points the difference, 25 on the table. Green goes in. So just the colours remaining. Well, he's decided not to take the green on or come back for the green. Strange decision. Perhaps he's very cautious, but he's got an option to make a good snooker here. Send the green or the white down towards the black and the opposing ball in the bulk area behind the brown. He's gone for the double. What a shot! Great shot by Papadakis, and it deserves a comment. And what a beautiful green. Brown goes in, so just 5 points behind. So needs the black. This would be a great clearance. 56 each now. So pink and black needed still for Papadakis. Pressure will be on. Looks not too bad. Straightforward black here for the win. And Gigakis says good game. He thinks it's going to be over. And he's potted it. Great work by Papadakis. He takes the winner's bracket final and goes through to the grand final. Gigakis will go now into the losers final. So let's see what's going on the other table. Nikos and Jamie have started. Let's go to Mohammed and Alex Jordan. This is Mohammed's in front 1-0. So relatively early stages in this frame. So we'll just follow this frame and see what happens, and then we'll go over to Anderson and Gerelias. So 3-2 win by Bacchus. This is 1-0. The winner of this match now going on will play the winner of Jamie Anderson and Nikos Gerelias straight after, the best of one, and then the winner of that will play Jim Gigakis, who has just lost in the winners bracket final. And it's just a one-off frame, so anything can happen. And a good lead here He's on the table. Angle to go into the reds here slightly. He does. He pots the black. Could have been better. He's got a red into the top middle. It's first to two. Red goes into the top middle. 48 points to 8, so 40-point lead at the moment. And Alex will be desperate to get back on that table and try and do something to stay in this tournament. He will be eliminated if he loses this match. Slight more adjustment on that ticker tape that's going along. And that ticker tape that you can see shows all the matches from tonight. And there's no stopping Mohammed. And Alex will be just biting his nails or doing whatever he does when he has to wait. He's a very fast player, so presumably his constitution will be fast as well, and he'll be wriggling and who knows, maybe downing a bottle of beer, whatever he does. But 65-8, and it looks as though it's over for Alex. 2 snookers needed, and this pink would seal it, I think. Pink goes in, so yeah, confirmation barring any foul. And Papadakis has replied to that question I had earlier, why he potted the blue. And he said that he didn't really mean to pot it. So, quick domination by Mohammed Fawzi against Alex Jordan. Was a good addition to OSC. Seems like a respectful player who follows the membership criteria. And I played him I think one of the first matches he played in the Winter League, and he absolutely killed me. He raped me so bad. I was sore for a few days. And I couldn't believe really that he was the rating that he was. And he's not necessarily done that well since. So that's the end of that match. Mohammed Fawzi wins 2-0. And now we can move over to the other match between Nikos Gerelis and Jamie Anderson. I think this is the first frame. Yes, it is. First to 2 again. So the winner of this will play Mohammed Fawzi. Just make a few adjustments on the ticker tape as Anderson misses that red into the top left-hand corner. Someone's asking me a question. I'll answer that in a moment. "39 points to 22 for Anderson in this first frame of best of 3. He loses bracket 4.2 or 4, loses bracket 4. Let's see who's asking me questions. Mohammed is asking, is it best of 1? And it is. And Nikos, a very composed player. Takes his time, but can be so brutal at times. He's a very good player when he wants to be. Just asking Jim if he's going to be here. Just want to make sure. As Nikos steadily moving that score together. Yellow is not in a great position, so maybe have to think from this point, what angle will he get on the colour so he can get an angle to get on the yellow. He could maybe screw back for the blue, go try and get into the bulk area from here. That would be a risky shot though. But he wants an angle on the pink or black maybe. Or maybe he could go for the green. He's potted the red. He's looking at the pink now, so he could screw back onto the top cushion. And he's looking at the blue, see if that will go through. So his decision now is, should he maybe pot the yellow? Is that the best option? I mean, if you can pot it from where the yellow is now, he's perfect on the yellow in the next shot. There's no real difference in points. He doesn't need the points. So probably the best shot here would be the yellow, and then on the yellow will be on this yellow spot. Oh, but he's tried to screw back. It looks nice. It's gone into the yellow, and while it looked impressive, and obviously if he likes this shot, it's a potable shot. He's looking if it goes past. I would still posit the argument that the potting the yellow probably might have been a better strategy to clear up, but obviously if he pots this yellow now, then that will diminish my argument. And he has, and he's perfect on the green. So, and Nikos is much higher in points than I am. So lovely clearance here, or attempted clearance by Nikos. Jamie Anderson will be frustrated maybe, who knows. he would have liked to have got back on the table at least, but this is what I mean by Nikos being brutal. He just takes his time, picks out the shots, and kills you off. It's a very slow death for those who... Oh, he's missed the brown. Commentator's curse. And Anderson is back on the table. So what's he going to do here? Is he going to go for this brown? A risky shot. He needs to get on in the bulk area for the blue. Is he going to play safe? He's 9 points behind. He's gone for the brown. And he didn't do it with any much conviction, it looked like, in terms of getting the white to the other side of the bulk area. Or maybe that was because he wanted to make sure the brown in, but anyway, he missed it, but it turned out relatively safe. There is a possibility of a very thin cut by Nikos, and he is looking at it. He could play a shot to nothing possibly, but it's more likely he will leave it over the pocket if he doesn't pot this brown. So this is what the game of snooker brings up. And he's decided not to go for it. Left-hand side on the white to go past that. So he avoids the black, and it's not a great shot. He sent the brown over the top left-hand pocket, and now Anderson just needs to concentrate on the brown, get the points. 5 points behind now. So Nikos at least needs the pink. Now what will Anderson do here? Will he go for the pot? Play it soft shots so the blue, if it misses, jars in the pockets and goes away. No, it's hit relatively hard. And that's a bad result for a bad outcome on that shot. He went for it, and in these best of 3 frame matches, it can be devastating in terms of the ability to win the match. You just have to be very careful in these very short matches. You can't really afford any unforced errors. As Nikos pots the blue and gets quite a good, what's the word I'm looking for? Purchase on that white. Managed to get it up into the table. So this angle on the pink is relatively good. You would think he would pot this, and this is what's needed. 10 points to difference. 13 on the table, and he's missed it. He's gone safe into a snooker, and that was pretty lucky. Who knows if these top players really mean these shot to nothings. Oh, and he's got out of the snooker, but he's left the pink over the pocket. That's just the brutality of this snooker game. You just left to the gods as Nikos pots the pink and secures the frame. Unlucky there for Jamie. And Nikos says himself he was lucky on that pink. So Nikos Gerolas takes the first frame of the best of 3 match to play Mohamed Fawzi in what is technically the quarter-final. And then after that, it's the winner of that match will play Jim Kikakis in what is technically the semi-final, the losers bracket final. So just a slight pause on commentary for the moment. I'll be back shortly. Commentary resumes. And Jamie Anderson has got a 36-8 lead. He's missed that shot on the middle, and he's only just come back and perhaps has not realised yet that you cannot hit a shot to the middle with that speed. It's got to be absolutely accurate, and I think there wasn't enough space to pot that middle as it was. It's turned out not too bad because obviously can't see. I was going to say obviously, but perhaps he can see that red, but maybe it's to play safe, or maybe he just might try and play. It's a risky shot. He's gone for it. He's got it. He's not really on a colour. He's got the yellow. Yeah, Sanderson's only just come back, and he's just getting his game together. Had a good win against Shea on Daldar, who's a very good player, and beat me earlier, 2-0, thrashed me. Not in the second frame. I nearly had him, but 2-0 will be in the history books, and that's all people matter about. Oh, and that's been lucky again. He's had some luck in this match, and it can be a killer in these very short matches. That is a killer shot, or a killer snooker. He's really got to create a good shot here, Jamie. As Nikos says sorry in the table chat. As Nikos says, he's gone for the reds on the cushion. Now, I don't know if Nikos can see that red southeast of the black, then he's been unlucky, Jamie. And the table looks pretty nice, but he's got a good 20, 36, 20. He's got a good 26-point lead. Thank you for pointing that red. But as we know, Nikos can pick off these shots, and I'm sure he'll be aware that this is a great opportunity to, for want of a better phrase, slit Jamie's throat in what can be a violent encounter between both opponents. And Jamie had time to send me the Albert Einstein equation of relativity. Now, what will he go for here? He can screw back for the red on the top left, or in the same vicinity for the red into the bottom middle. There's only 2 free reds left, so he could go into the pack, of course, and that's what I think he's tried to do. He just missed the pack, and he's not really left anything on. He's got a risky shot on this red into the bottom left. It doesn't look like he's playing for the pot, so Anderson should be back at the table. But he's not got many unforced errors left in him. And it looks like he's going for this, Nikos. He could play a shot to nothing here. Put that white into round where the pink and green are. No. He's missed it. So he took a chance there. Anderson has 2 reds available, so but those 3 reds need moving. The one on nearest the pink spot is potable, it seems. He's got a good angle to go for that red onto the top cushion, the top left-hand cushion. And he's also, he's looking to see if it goes into the middle. "12 points in front. Needs both remaining frames." He's gone a bit too far there. Now, will he go for it or will he play safe? That red on the top left-hand cushion has a great angle to go down behind the bulk colours, but he may he's gone for it and he's potted it. Very risky shot, but that's the way he plays. Some people say that he could have won more tournaments maybe, or more matches. And some people will say he would win less matches unless he has that aggressive streak in him. But now he's got the chance to set the narrative in this match. Would have liked to have been behind the green. But nothing I can see that is detrimental to Anderson's composition. Now, will he try and cut it here? I don't think so, because he could hit the black. I think he's just going to try and send the white. Well, interesting. I'm not too sure. Was that a pot attempt? Yeah, he could have gone for the pot and tried to miss the black, or hit it where the red would come back into the table and not leave anything on. But shot on here for Anderson. He goes for the beautiful shot and unlucky not to be on the black. Great shot into the bottom right-hand pocket. But now he may have to play safe here. Doesn't want to leave that red on near the bottom left-hand pocket. You could just touch the black maybe, bring the black out and try and create a snooker behind the black, of course. It's like he's going for the green, just put the white on the pocket. And he went for the green. And it's turned out not too bad. I actually didn't see when the balls touched there. I just had a quick look on another page, so I don't know if he was attempting the pot there or he actually meant just to use the green to put the white in the position where it was. But anyway, it's turned out okay. I don't think Nicholas can get between the brown and yellow. Interesting stage now of this frame. Anderson with a slight advantage with the points lead, and of course with the fact that Nicholas is in a difficult position here. And Nicholas just touches the red and try and send the white towards the left-hand cushion, but he's left this red on along the top cushion and the red near the middle, and that is a shot I would not attempt. It's quite a difficult shot. It's a blind pocket. So he's gone for this red. He's got it. Great shot. Now he's got the black. So he'll probably screw back here towards the blue for this red into the bottom left. 22 points in front, 43 in the table. And he's just touched that black. So he's attempting this one in the middle. Could have been better. He's tight on that cushion, which is going to make the aim a lot more wider. Plus he's got a difficult shot into the middle pocket, so safety maybe here. Maybe a shot to nothing with a double into the top middle and try and put the white on the left-hand cushion. Well, the latter he did. Probably didn't attempt the double, but that red is now more attractive to Nikos, but obviously he's near the cushion, so he has to take that into account. Best of 3. Nikos leads 1-0. Just needs one more frame. Anderson needs both. And this is to play Mohamed Fawzi in the LB5 round. Just asking again in the green room whether Jim will be available for the final, the losers bracket final. Oh, that's a nice shot between the brown and yellow. But I think possibly he can just get through to that red below the black. Get a snooker here. If he can get enough contact on that red, we'll put Anderson in a bit of a pickle here. No, I didn't have. I wasn't able to get the angle right. And that red is close to that bottom right hand pocket, but the other red is blocking it. So, and the white is on the close to the cushion. So nothing easy here. Maybe he might send the white towards the top right hand corner pocket. Just clip that red. Yeah, it's a difficult shot. I wouldn't attempt or try and do anything to try and pot anything here, just to clip the red and send the white towards the top right hand corner pocket as you look at it. Ooh, that's interesting. It's turned out not too bad. Good shot if you meant that. Probably just to move the red away from the pocket. Fascinating encounter between two top players. Oh, and that's not turned out too well. I don't think he meant to pot it, just to use the angle to get the white on the top right hand cushion, but it's not worked out, and Anderson has a chance here. Red into the bottom pocket and move down for the green or blue. Has the opportunity to get a snooker, of course, and that could earn him a few more points. Just writing a quick message here just in case I need to remind Jamie that you can't play a misrule if any play needs snookers. And I'll send that. And that is the snooker is the choice he's made, which is what I would make. Just gives that security. It's like being in the European Union. You just have that security, that safety, and just let Nikos make the mistake. Now, if he gets the angle right here, he could hit the red and create a snooker himself, but it's obviously very difficult to orchestrate because you're going off the cushion, you're not hitting the ball directly. He hits the red. And Anderson still has the advantage, still setting the narrative. You can now play another snooker here. Very easy to make another snooker here, and he can keep using that if he wants. The best shot, if he was going to pot, would be the one into the bottom left, but he's not took that. And that's nice. That's a lovely full ball snooker there. So playing the right game, in my view. And these tactical matches are right at the top in terms of entertainment for me, in terms of shot decision. It's like a game of chess. And Nikos says in table chat, nice shot. And Anderson acknowledges that. Anderson in a very comfortable position here, but it's not over. 30 points the difference. 35 on the table, and Nikos is in a difficult snooker. He's to put a lot of left-hand side on this bottom right-hand cushion. He gets out of it. Now, where's that red going to land? It's pretty safe, so I think Nikos will be happy with that. But again, Anderson has the table, has the control of the table, and he can now set another snooker and keep the pressure on Nikos. He's not got the snooker this time, he's left a gap. So now the control changes to Nikos, and Nikos has got a great chance here to put that white behind the pink and yellow, send the red down towards the black again. He's got a nice angle just to put a bit of left-hand side on it behind the pink and the yellow. It just shows you that each shot, just a little, each percentage makes all the difference. And just a few more percentages less or more, and Anderson would have had a snooker. And he's gone for it, but he's just hit the ball too thick. It's gone. Has it gone safe? Yes, it's gone. The red's safe, but missed a chance there, Nikos. And no answer to Sending Papadakis that text. I'm just still not sure if Jim Gikakis is aware he's still due to play a match tonight. And Anderson still in control. But Nikos has the table. This colour will take him out as snookers. And I'll just screw it back here just to get on that yellow. Lovely use of the Q action. Beautiful pace on that screw back. Or one could call it a heavy stun. Has work to do though. 24 points the difference, so he's going to need to pot that pink, which is in the top right and close to the top right and cushion. He has the option, obviously, to play snooker at some point if he wants to, but that cue ball is not great as he goes for this green. I'd still say Anderson's slight favourite, but only very slight. Let's see what happens after this green. He's potted it, just about. This brown is, I'd say, 70% chance of potting this. Doesn't need to do too much with the cue ball. It'll probably just put it more central towards the top left-hand cushion for the blue into the bottom right, but has to pot this brown first, of course. Pots it, so now he has this blue and he's got a decent angle. If it's too straight, I think he's got a good angle. He could stun now this white towards that pink and get a good angle or good distance or short distance between the white and the pink, so he can negotiate towards the black. And he hasn't got that. He's decided to screw back. He must have been too straight. So there's no real chance of him getting on the black unless he takes a risk and hits the pink pretty hard. And Papadakis is saying if Jim can play tomorrow, and that's quite frustrating because the session should last till 12. But let's focus on this remainder of this frame. Pink seems to be the match ball here in terms of deciding who's going to win. Oh, shot to nothing maybe. That's an interesting shot, risky shot, because it could wobble in the pocket. But I probably didn't attempt to do that, just trying to, although he could have done the same kind of shot, playing off the right hand cushion, and then onto the bottom right, and then back into the center of the table. Now what's Anderson going to do here? Oh, that's risky, just a bit short. It's possibility of a thin cut here. But at least Nikos can definitely send it down towards the black from this angle. What's the left hand side, but will he go for the pot? Has Anderson played his last shot? Well, not necessarily. He still needs to pot the black, Nikos, so still possible though. No, he's not gone for the pot, so safety again. So Jim Gakakis is going to play. And I'm not going to go into the conspiracy theories about whether Papadakis plays for Jim or Jim plays for Papadakis. That's something we could never resolve. So it is what it is, as long as the match is played. But this safety exchange now and this second frame of 3. This loses bracket 4 round to go into the quarterfinal. The sudden match, best of 1 frames. Interesting shot. I don't think he's covered the pink with the black. I think Anderson has a chance here. This pink for the frame, and it goes down to a decider. And he pots it, so Anderson takes the match, barring any foul. Even if he fouls, he will win the frame. So 1-1. Great play by Anderson. Great mental strength to stay in this match. Doesn't matter. And Anderson just kills it off there. So Anderson takes frame 2, and it's now 1-1. So final deciding frame coming up. Another quick break, another quick commentary break. Be back very shortly. Coventry resumes in this World Grand Prix losers bracket, round 4, between Jamie Anderson and Nikos Gerolis. The deciding frame. Mohamed Fazi is waiting in the wings to play the winner, and Jim Kakakis is waiting for the winner of that. For the best of one, sudden death. Final rounds to go into the grand final to decide who will play Papadakis in the grand final tomorrow. That's at 9. That will be best of 7. Good shot by Anderson. 6 break so far. Obviously the reds are bunched together. Needs an angle here to try and get into them. Yellow might be a good option, but blue, he can put a lot of force on this. Got to make the pot though. Good pot. Oh, unlucky. Just didn't have that enough pace to go into it. But to end of break, it's opened a few reds. Three reds open there. And just pots or just touches the red to play extra cautious. So it's just down to just 1 frame now. 3 frames left to play altogether tonight. This losers bracket 5 and the losers bracket final. And Nikos also plays a soft touch. It looks as though Anderson wants to get out of this tippy-tappy play and try and get that white save. He's got to be careful though. Yes, he's not gone up towards the bulk area because of that red on the bottom left-hand cushion. And same for Nikos. He has got a nice angle on the red to the right of the black to go down, but he doesn't want to leave that red open, so might play a double here. Shot to nothing. If he can. That red might be in the way though, the red near the bottom left hand cushion, so might just roll up to the again. Is having another look. Might just push the red along the towards the middle pocket. He's gone for no, he didn't go for the double. He could have gone for the double. It was way off though if he did. Now, can Jamie see that red to the right of the black? I think he can. It's like he's going for it. He's got it. Great shot. So another opportunity to put some points on the table here. He's got the red near the top middle and this red on the bottom left-hand corner, left-hand cushion to play with first. Tries to go into the pack. He opens another red, so he's got 3 open reds. He's got 4 actually now. That red in the left corner of that pack is available, but it's about a colour. He's got the blue here. If he pots this, he might go for the red near the blue spot. Gives him a better angle on the blue. So his lead extends to 15. Still plenty of balls on the table, plenty to do here. Will he hold and just, he's used his cue power. He's just slightly gone a bit awry from the red in the left-hand corner of that pack, but he's got the red into the middle if he doesn't like the look of it. It will obviously open a few reds, but he probably might wait till next time. So if he thinks ahead here, get an angle on the colour so he can get an angle for that red. He's got the red in this bottom left-hand corner pocket as well. That could have been better. He's got blue and brown. Can he signal that brown go through? Oh, he's missed it. I thought he could have screwed that back. He could have screwed, he didn't need to go into that green or go off the cushion. 16 points in front. Yeah, and Jamie hasn't written the score. And now he's done that now. Doesn't have to be done straight away. Obviously, as long as it's done at some point near the start of the next frame. So that red Nikos pots that red into the bottom left, has the black here. He wants to get that white above the pack of reds. Oh, and he's gone too far there, and he's got that all mixed up. Looks as though he's wanting to go into the pack. And a break. Chance here. A double? No, he's not going to. Will it go into the middle here? It does. But he's got the green. The blue is blocked off by that red. And I've just left a message for Papadakis because of the length of the matches. It looks as though the final game that was supposed to be played tonight, the losers bracket final, might start after midnight. So therefore, Jim Gikakis can choose to play it tomorrow I'm just waiting to hear back if he's going to do that. But there's still a match after this for Mohammed, and it's just down to whether Gikakis decides to play the final tonight or tomorrow. Nikos grinding his way, picking out pots as Jamie just observes from his Preston abode. Because it's a difficult shot, this. Not only the pot, but getting position, because he can't hit it too hard. And the white's likely just to land near the left-hand pocket, but he's gone for it and he's potted it, and that's pretty decent. I didn't realise the pink was on as well, but he's actually played it in a way where he's got the black, which might be a better shot. But he just needs to put some top on this. I usually get it wrong with Nikos. No, actually, that's Tim Porter. I usually get my wrong prophesizing of what he's going to do, but that's what I was going to say. Put a bit of top on for that red near the pink. Now this will open up the reds, and this is a nice little break by Nikos. And will Jamie get a chance to come back on the table? This looks ominous. Only 5 points to difference, so let's not make any predictions yet or claims. Any mistake can happen, especially with this little bit of pressure that he has to win or is about to win. They might have to use the pink again. Black is being blocked into the bottom left by that red, of course. And there's a red on the top left-hand cushion, so still a little bit of positioning needed by the Greek. He's got a nice angle on this pink to get on this red on the top left-hand cushion. So the pink has been useful in this situation. He could play, oh, he's played for the red below the black. 18 points the difference. 43 on the table. Now that could have been better. The green probably would be the best to get on this red. He's going to have to go right round the table with this pink, unless he puts a lot of screw in it or stun. The blue could be possible. So this could be a vital shot in this frame and match. Oh, he's put a screw in it, and that looks nice. Great shot. That deserves a little comment. $25 the difference, 26 now. This black or pink make it 33 or 32 respectively, so Jamie might need snookers after this. Well, he will need snookers if this pink is potted, and if you can put some top in it and get close, put the white close to the middle pocket area. It's got a good angle for the yellow, so 2 snookers needed now by Anderson. Good effort. Obviously, he's just coming back, getting his game together. Some good play. It's just about getting his game and understanding his opponents, and that's a miss, but it's a nice, clever shot because he's left it as a snooker, and we know what Anderson's going to do here. An exhibition shot needed. He's got to get it right, though. I think he can afford one miss. Lovely shot. Excellent shot. Fantastic shot. And look at that position. Although he does need snookers, but he has gained some time. Can have a chance to think. He's not got many chances, but at least he's got another life. He's just got to be extra cautious here. Keep it safe. Needs 2 snookers, of course. And what's that? Now, is that green not available? It could be. Very tight fit, so just a little bit more pace and that would have been perfect in the sense of not leaving the green on. But I'm sure Nikos is going to do the same type of shot again. He's just going to hit it very soft, go for the pot, and just leave the white behind the brown for a snooker should he miss. Extravagant shot by Anderson to go round the table like that. Was that his last shot? No. He's going to have to pot the green here. So Anderson's entourage will be on there, wriggling in their seats as Anderson has a tough task on. So that green was potted with pace. He wanted to bring it round towards the brown again. He doesn't need to pot it. So got a nice angle to send this brown down towards the black and try and put some right hand side for the white, and that looks nice. Great snooker, and that's what he needs. So snooker attempt number 1 in this final frame of the World Grand Prix losers bracket 4.2. I think he can just see the side of it. He could even attempt to pot this, Nikos. So when I said snooker 1, it's a half snooker, I think. We'll just have to wait and see. It's difficult really to tell. He's putting left-hand side on it. So obviously it was a snooker. And Anderson has the table again. So he just wants to stun. Try and get that white behind the black maybe, if he can. And he's looking the other way. Is he going to hit the edge of the top middle, send the brown down, and push the white towards the bolt cushion? He is. Just about gets the edge. The cue ball, it's a good cue ball, so it's a difficult shot. So I'd be happy with that myself if I was in Anderson's plimsolls. Probably will just try and push this brown towards the pocket, Nikos. He's not potted it. So what can Anderson conjure up here? Is he going to try and play for a snooker, or is he just going to play safe? That's a nice shot. Brown is safe. Unless Nikos knows the pool shot that is possible, that you can make on this type of shot when the ball is not as tight on the cushion as it could be. So I don't think the pool shot is possible, where you just hit it on the side of the ball that's tightened the cushion and put extreme left or right hand side depending on what it is. Nikos just touches the brown into the pink area below the pink. Now, what is Anderson's map of the table like? Safety shot again. But obviously, when you're in Nikos Geroulis' position here, he can feel a bit comfortable. His opponent needs 2 snookers. And Nikos can afford to take a risk and try and cut this brown in. He can play a shot to nothing. And if I was Anderson, I'd have a few butterflies in my stomach. Nikos can afford to leave the brown open, obviously. Anderson has got an angle here to send the brown across towards the top left-hand cushion and put a lot of left-hand side on the white to go off the right-hand cushion and go down towards the black. It's a risky shot, though. It needs to be done with perfection. Oh, this looks nice. Oh, what a shot. Great shot by Anderson. Full ball snooker again, and that's the type of pressure he needs. Of course, Nikos should be able to get out of the snooker going off the cushion as he does. It's going to take something rather incredible for Anderson to, in terms of snooker, to get the benefit from it. Of course, the misrule can't be used in this situation. And these are good attempts by Anderson, but this brown might be able to go past his pink here. And the obvious shot for the player who is in front is to just push the ball towards the pocket. And he's having a good look, so it must be a bit tight. Could play a snooker here, of course, himself. Just push the brown towards the left-hand cushion and just put the white tight behind the pink. Oh, and he's made a mistake of that, and Jamie's very lucky that he did make a mistake of that. Could have been in a very difficult situation, and Nikos will be very frustrated about that shot. Oh, and just missed that. Just a touch in that blue would have been perfect for Anderson. And maybe try and get behind the black. He didn't attempt to go behind the black there. There's a great opportunity to go off the left-hand cushion and bit of right-hand side and go behind the black. That would have been a lot more difficult. And there it goes. The brown goes in. And barring any foul here, the game goes to Nikos. Unlucky to Jamie, as he says, well played. And Nikos just pushes the blue. And Nikos Geroulis goes through. Anderson is eliminated, but Can be proud of what he's done tonight. So, as it stands, Jim Kikakis is going to play tomorrow in the losers bracket final. So one more match to go. This is the losers bracket 5 between Nikos and Mohammed. Best of one. I'll just wait for that to start. I'm sure one of them might want to get a cup of coffee or a cigarette or have a brief. Well, Nikos, especially Mohammed's been waiting, but I'm sure he won't mind if Nikos just takes a quick cigarette break. I might go and do that quickly as well. So this is the best of one sudden death frame. And they're on the table. We're there shortly. So they've already started. So this is the best of one. Losers bracket 5. So a winner of this will play Jim Kikakis tomorrow at 9 or before. And then it's the grand final to play Papadakis Mixo. Good table here for Nikos as he comes to the table. Got red on here, black is free. Mohammed on the table now. Nikos not able to take advantage of that earlier chance just then. Now, will this be a tactical frame that lasts a good half hour? Or will someone like Mohammed, who can be devastating if he gets a chance, and Nikos? So it's how long that pack will stay together. Red, black, red. Now we've got the black in his top left-hand pocket, and he can just hold on for the red to the left of the black spot. And then he wants an angle to move into the pack. Nice shot, but I don't know if he's too straight. Oh, he's just got. He wants it to be straight would be decent. If he was on the other side of the black at an angle, just a little bit, not too straight, but just slightly to the left, going to the right when he puts the black, he could have screwed back into the pack, but there was a red below the pink that was available. He just hit it a bit too hard, so end of break. But has developed a useful 22 break. That's a nice safety shot on the right cushion. Good cue ball. Nice visit there by Mohammed. Now, will Nikos, the fact that he's just finished a match, will that be a benefit to him? Will he be in a rhythm? It's just like continuing playing, and Mohammed's been waiting in the background. Will that affect him more? Obviously, Mohammed has the option to practice or go and play a few matches if he wanted, but I did notice he was watching the match Nikos has just had. So obviously he feels that his preparation is significant to his affect. Chance here for Mohammed. Will he take it on? The red to the right of the pink. No great value of having been on a colour if he pots it, unless he goes into the pack or screws back. At least if he does pot it, he has the chance to send the white up towards the yellow or green and to make a good safety shot. But he doesn't pot it. But no harm done. But it's made Nikos's shot more specific because that red is over the pocket now. So he can't go into the bulk area for risk of leaving it on, no matter how good the cue ball would be. So he's just gone and kept the pack in front of that red over the pocket. And Mohammed here I think we'll just go into the pack here. There's nothing really much he can do unless he's going to try and pot this red. This is a very risky shot. He's put a lot of side on it. Is he going to try and go for this? He is, and he's missed it. Wow, what a risky, reckless shot that was. Why on earth did he take that shot on? I do not know. He's now just given the table and a few reds, a few points to bring him back level with Mohammed. And I really don't know what Mohammed, who's a multiple champion, why he decided to do that. Does he have to finish early? Isn't he a rush? That's his sign there. So I'm going to put Nikos as favourite for this match for the moment. Not sure about Mohammed's mental preparation for this game, just based on him going for that wild shot. And perhaps he's a bit impatient, but perhaps the fact that he's not been on the table for an hour or so. Like I say, he was watching the match early, so maybe he just wants to pot and just got a little impatient, but at least it's happened now early in the frame. So now, if he's got any wisdom, he will kind of think, right, I best not do that again and be a bit more cautious. Because, like I say, it's the person who makes the most unforced errors. Sorry, it's the player who makes the least unforced errors that tends to win the match. Eight break for Nikos at the moment, but end of break is going to have to play safe here. Make sure the white is on this bottom right-hand side of the table in the bulk area, ideally. Oh, he's hit it a bit too thick. And that's not turned out well at all. Look at those reds. They've split up. The pack is no more. Although they are pretty close together, but there's lots of possibilities there. And he's left the red near this bottom left-hand cushion on, and he's got the black on, and the pink is open, just about. Someone sent me a message. I don't know what it is. It's not Jamie. It's not Wayne. It's not Mohammed. It's not Jim. It's Papadakis. And yes, just a bit of admin there sending to Papadakis, who will play in the final tomorrow. So can Mohammed take advantage of that mistake by Nikos Georgis? 16 breaks so far. That pink will not actually go through to the top left as far as I can see, so you have to play for the blue here. And his pretty good shot with the blue is Mohammed Fawzi. So he'll just confirm that won't go through. Oh, he's looking at it. I'm looking at this now, and I can't see that going through. And it does. Well, that just shows you how difficult it is to tell unless you're actually playing and you can actually judge with the aim. The difficulty with the score sheet in this tournament. So 31 break, 5 reds on the table, 45-point difference. 67 on the table. So Mohammed coming close to winning this match, and it will be all based on that shot by Nikos. He hit it too thick, trying to get the white down to the bulk area. Black goes in. Now, will a red go through to that top middle? He's looking at it, so it must go through. He's going to have to... Oh, he's potted, and that's nice. He's on the pink. $53 the difference now. 59 on the table. This pink will leave Nikos needing a snooker. Oh no. So it's 59 the difference. 59 on the table. So this red, so he could have drawn and just one more ball. So just that's the thing with sudden death. You just cannot make any mistakes. And Nikos Gerolis paid the price after all that work he did against Jamie Anderson. Mohamed Fawzi will go through to play Jim Gikakis tomorrow at 9 or before for a place in the grand final. And can he finish with a flourish? Unlucky to Nikos, but you have to be on your toes in a situation like this. $69 already. Possible 104 break here. $77 now, 27, so 104 break possible. Can he do it? Century break to finish off. That will be a nice night's work for Mohammed if he can do that. Yellow goes in, hits the green. Could be better. He's going to have to be careful not to go in off the green here. Maybe a deep screw might be needed. No, he's decided to play it soft, and I don't think he's potted it either. No. So that's the end of the attempt at the century, but more importantly, that's the end of this match, and Mohamed Fawzi wins 1-0 and goes through to the losers bracket final, which is also best of one tomorrow at around 9 o'clock, and then it will be the grand final between the winner of that match and Papadakis Mixor, which is a best of 7. Now, just very quickly, if Jim Gikakis or Mohammed do go through, and they win the grand final, which, like I say, sorry, it's best of 5. My apologies. Best of 5 is the grand final 1. If Mohammed or Jim, whoever wins that match, if they play Papadakis in the grand final and they win the grand final, then it goes into a playoff, best of 3, because it's a double elimination, and it means that both players would have lost one, and so it goes off into a playoff to decide who wins the grand final 1. So the advantage is for the player who is unbeaten in the grand final, And if you're coming from the losers bracket, then the player who was unbeaten, or if both players have lost one, then it's about who loses two, who is eliminated, not one. But let's have a quick look at the table, at the score sheet before we finish. Okay. Let me just confirm that score. So results tonight in the winners bracket final. Papadakis Mixel beat Jim Kikakis 3-2. Cheyenne Deldar lost 2-0 to Alex Jordan, who then got beat by Mohamed Fawzi also, and what was that? Yeah, that was 2-0 for Mohamed. Wim got beat off Nikos 2-0, and then Nikos beat Jamie Anderson 2-1 in the next round, and then Mohamed Fawzi beat Nikos in this losers bracket 5. So let's have a quick look at this sheet. So, okay. So you can see there on the left, you've got the breaks, and Papadakis Mixel has 107. So that is the highest break so far. And there's some other breaks by other players. And we can see there Nikos Gerolis at the top in this column here. He's collected 13.75 points for losing the losers bracket 5, and we have the losers bracket final and the grand final left. The players have not been putting scores, unfortunately. I don't know why. It's pretty obvious how to do it, but 2-0 there. 2-0 there, and that was 2-1. That was the only earlier match tonight that went the distance. I'm sure there was another. Yeah, the decider was between Jim Kikakis and Papadakis, so that's 3-2. And then Mohamed won that one. So there you can see here the losers bracket final tomorrow. and put that in 9, but I think it will be tried. It will be played earlier than that. That might be changed because the 2 grand finals are expected to go into past midnight anyway. So yeah, so we've got the losers final tomorrow, and then the winner of that will play PMX in grand final 1, best of 5. And should Papadakis lose that, he will get a second chance in the playoff to only lose 1 match or force the other player to lose 2 matches when you're eliminated. Well, so that's it. That's the end of tonight's broadcast. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I will broadcast tomorrow night for the game for the grand final. So until then, take care. Au revoir. Keep practicing.